Imagine a factory game where you can actually get into a flow state, where building feels intuitive rather than a chore. That's my industry, but there's a catch. Whoa, why do I hear explosions? Oh, they got through. I need help. Bad, 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 very bad, very bad. While you're focusing on your production, you're also being hunted. It's essentially a factory game where you just happen to be under constant attack. At first, it's simple, just moving around resources from one place to another, but then you hit a wall of complexity. You realize the game isn't just about distance, it's about transformation. That moment where two separate lines merge into one new resource. That's when the game finally clicks. From there, it becomes less about survival and more about the architecture of flow. There is genuine satisfaction in taking a chaotic mess of belts and refining it into an organized, efficient system where everything has its place. And then there's the payoff, that specific zen feeling you get when you just stop. You step back and you watch every item pulse through the conveyors and slide perfectly into the core. It's industrial meditation. For a while, the combat is just background noise. You can maintain that zen feeling even while your turrets are firing. But there is a tipping point, a moment where the volume of enemies shifts from manageable to overwhelming. That's when the flow state breaks. The meditation turns into nervousness as you're suddenly forced into a cycle of constant, frantic repairs. When they finally break through and start hitting your core, the game stops being about logistics and starts being about survival. Come on. Come on. Nope. Oh! You might push them back, but in my industry, relief is temporary. Every victory is short-lived because the game just raises the stakes. You aren't just fighting a wave, you're fighting an escalating war of attrition. So who is my industry actually for? If you're looking for a factory game that doesn't feel like a second job, something you can sink about 10 hours into and feel a sense of completion, this is it. Just be aware, it does get repetitive. There isn't enough content here to sustain hundreds of hours of gameplay, but as a distraction, especially one you can share with friends, it's fantastic. Now don't... Hold on, let me... Burk.
Dude, what? What?
Rose is going way too fast. I'm trying to show him some tech.
I mean, we need copper!
Look at this... No, look at this tech before I beat your ass. Is it worth $10? I think so. But if you're on a budget, do keep an eye out for the Steam sales. Me and my friend got it on sale, so it's definitely possible. All in all, it's a tight, focused experience that does exactly what is promised. A factory game where you're being hunted.